What's up, you guys? Toy Shiz here, and I got a really special review for you today. We're going to be checking out the brand new Jada Toys die-cast metals Spider-Man and his 2017 Ford GT. Special shout out and a huge thank you to Jada Toys for sending this over for review. I very much appreciate it, and I absolutely love what you guys have done with the packaging, with this. I keep wanting to say figure, but it's actually a really sweet die-cast car. And this is going to be kind of my first review of reviewing a car, so to speak. You know, it's kind of like a vehicle, but it's pretty cool, I have to say. And I love the window box packaging on these things. I like that you can see it, everything and anything right then and there. It's a heavy, heavy package, and that's what I like to see with my toys. I like heft, and I like a bit of weight to really give you that value. Here's Spider-Man in his GT, Black Panther with his Hypersport, and Iron Man with his 2016 Chevy Camaro. Of course, all the Marvel Universe characters are going to be getting sweet cars. Everybody in the Marvel Universe deserves a sweet car, especially after all that Marvel money they be making, and Jada Toys is happy to give them it. Now, if you didn't know anything, and especially I didn't, because I don't know much about cars, the Ford GT is about $400,000, and that's just starting. So you know Iron Man is like, oh, heck, I'm going to be giving these out as sweet Christmas presents. Spider-Man, you're getting the Ford GT. And we all know that Spider-Man is a photographer, so he ain't going to be spending no $400K on a sweet ride just like this one. Now, some of you are probably thinking, like, wait a minute, I know Spider-Man has a Spider-Mobile, or there's something like that, and that's very, very true. So how did he go from the Spider-Mobile jalopy to this really awesome 2017 Ford GT? Well, I'm going to give you a little bit of history really quick of the Spider-Mobile. Toy companies, whoa, shocking, they were like, you know what? Action figures sell better if the characters have like sweet rides or vehicles or motorcycles or something like that. And Marvel Comics editor Stan Lee, you may have heard of the guy, was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and throw Spider-Man into a car. Well, the people really wouldn't like digging that. They're like, well, that's going to totally slow him down. That doesn't really make any sense. So they did this kind of like one-off story. It was like 1 or 2 issues. Spider-Man goes to a like a car company, people, just to pay rent. They give him $1,000 cash advance. For some reason, he has to build his own car with Johnny Storm, because, you know, that's a thing. They build the car, he drives it around for a little bit, and then they crash it into the East River or something like that. It was like kind of like a, you know what, we like your idea, we think it's cool, but in comics, this ain't going to be a thing. The Tinkerer ends up stealing the car from the river, brings it back up, reassembles it, and turns it into a mass murdering Spider-Man mobile. I can't even make this up. Guess what happens? Spider-Man, he's going to get sued by the motor company if he doesn't bring the original crashed Spider-Man mobile back. Well, he ends up defeating the car, and then bingo bango leaves it for them and is like, peace, I'm out. Here's your busted mobile, and I'm good. I'm going to go with this new 2017 Ford GT because that's what's up. So anyways, there's your quick history of the Spider-Man mobile. So let's break this thing open and talk about everything that has to do with Jada Toys, die-cast metal, Spider-Man, and his Ford GT 2017 mobile.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Is he strong? Listen, bud, he's got radioactive blood. Hey there goes the Spider-Man. In the chill of night, at the scene of a crime, like a streak of light, he arrives.
And here's Spidey and his 2017 Ford GT out of the packaging, and I gotta say right off the bat, I am loving the heft to this Spider-Man figure. There's really no articulation to him. He's just a solid die-cast figure. Little bit unfortunate mark right here on the eye, but not that big a deal. Couple markings on the bottom of the feet just to show off Jada Toys and all that kind of good stuff. I really appreciate the fact of how these figures were packaged. They're really hard to kind of get out, and that's a good thing. It takes a little bit of time to kind of, you know, knock these things out, keep them safe, and all that good stuff. The real centerpiece, of course. And you know what? The Spider-Man actually, he stands rather nicely, I gotta say, for being a solid piece. But here's the standout. It's the car, man. This thing is rocking. As for someone that doesn't even really collect cars like this, it's pretty awesome. And it's really cool to see the intricacy and the details. I love the top right here. It's Protector of New York. That's really cool. Marvel on the back. That's what Kevin Feige's license plate says, right? This thing it's painted to the nines. It's got a killer reflective paint job. It looks amazing. It's like the car. I'm holding a miniature version of a $400,000 and up car right here. Let's see what exactly moves on this thing. That's awesome. So I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know a lot about cars, but I can just say it's got the Back to the Future doors. That's how I'm going to describe it. Let's see what else kind of pops up here. I really like, and I kind of noticed about Jada, they like to put little hidden things within their toys, and I very much appreciate that. A lot of Easter eggs, a lot of like things to keep collectors guessing and to find on your own. You know, not a lot of instruction booklets or anything else like this has come with this figure, so it's kind of an exploratory way to just kind of check out these toys, and I actually really like that. So I kind of took a look at the car and went over it really, you know, in fine detail, discovered all these little hidden parts. So the front of the car opens up. There's not a whole lot of detail within the actual section, but as you can see, it's nice, and it's nice that it just has an articulation in that sense where you can kind of look under the hood, so to speak. Love the doors, love how they go up just like that, and I really appreciate the fact that the spoiler drops up and down. Apparently that is a feature of the actual car. Totally thought that this was a thing. This was loose as it is, didn't push it down, but I'm glad it didn't break. It didn't do anything like that. Bottom of the car is nice, wheels are nice, everything is great. Really like the detail that they show off from within the driver's seat and everything else. There's a steering wheel, there's seats, there's the front dashboard, there's all those little fine details that you can find actually within the GT itself. As far as anything else really moving or stuff like that, the car's wheels move great. Has a really nice sense of weight. The Spider-Man figure, if I had one gripe, I wish that the figure was actually articulated, because I would have really thought was cool was to be able to situate him within the car and then have him rolling down like on the Brooklyn Bridge or something like that, just waving at all his homies. It's so dumb. But you know what I mean. Just like, you know, being like, yo, check out the car that Tony Stank got for me because I'm a photographer and obviously I could not afford this on my own. And just as a really quick size comparison, here is another one of Jada Toys' 6-inch Leonardo action figures. This is the one with the samurai gear. Love this figure, and I really especially love how heavy Jada Toys are. They make some incredible stuff. It's all die cast, and it really shows the durability, and it shows that you're really getting a bang for your buck when you go with them. Another quick comparison, here is the Marvel Legends Magic that just hit, and as you can see, it's one of those things where it would look really nice in a Marvel display. Spider-Man's probably all like, yo, Magic, check out my sick ride. Whatever the kids are saying these days, yo, just want to go for a ride. I can't even do this for serious. And that concludes my review on this super sweet Spider-Man and his 2017 Ford GT from Jada Toys. Thank you again to Jada Toys for sending this set over. I had an absolute blast reviewing it. Solid car, solid Spider-Man figure, great set overall. If you guys are car collectors, or if you're casual action figure collectors looking for something rad to kind of put on your shelves, definitely hit up Jada Toys. I think you're going to like this. So with that being said, thank you again for watching this review. Make sure to hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can see when I post new reviews just like this one. If you guys ever have any questions, hit me up always. toyshiz@gmail.com. Always happy to answer any questions that you may have. Let's talk toys. I'm going to pop Spidey on top of his Spider-Man mobile, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, find some fantastic action figures or really sweet sports cars like this one by Jada Toys. And when you do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you soon. Adios.
Spider-Man.